Hi there, Cosmic Family. My name is Jehleal. In this incarnation, we are here in one more day of this planetary ascension. The focus of the reading today is messages to cultivate self-love. Actually, the real title was messages to cultivate the recognition of self-love, because isn't something that we have to look for or to chase on the outside. It is an energy that was always part of us and of everything, but many times it is the layers of the barriers of the mind and the layers of the ego what make us feel separated from that energy. So we need to go through certain processes to recognize it in purer ways. It is a path and it is a process. So, let's go there. We have the Three of Cups, we have the Page of Wands, and we have the Moon. So as the middle card we have here is the Page of Wands. Certainly you are in front of a new beginning. This is something that requires your courageous action. It is like following your intuition, following that inspiration, transcending maybe the fears of not feeling fully prepared to do that, because we are never fully prepared to do new things, I think. But what you are not fully perceiving, I think it is linked with how this situation is leading you to a place where things finally are developing in a way that you can feel grateful for. Gratitude is something that we can cultivate by focusing ourselves in tiny or big things in our life that we can appreciate, as having a place to sleep, as having food, as having information that we can access and nurture ourselves and our mind, etc. You can choose whatever thing you can be grateful for. But I think this situation actually is leading you to a place where you can celebrate yourself and the courage that you will have to assume this step. With the Moon, certainly this situation is creating confusions. This situation is creating a lot of insecurities. Maybe at times you are not fully, I'm using fully a lot today, but you are not totally trusting in your intuition, and then you are allowing that your mind create, this kind of dialogues that are making you scared, or are creating confusion through the process. It is like you are in front of the portal of fear in here, but on the other side of the portal, I think there is yourself in this new version, in this new shiny version. On the other side of the portal there is the light. And I think you are already identifying this, that the insecurities, the fears, the anxieties that this could activate are actually something that were very, very unconscious, and that these things are awakening so you can identify them and they are not, lost in the sea of the unconscious things. So let's see. This is the situation I am seeing right now. It is about this new step that is moving a lot in here, and I asked to the tarot which things you have to appreciate yourself that you aren't appreciating. So we have the Six of Pentacles, and we have the Ace of Cups that came out from the other side. So this has a little bit more of information. With the Six of Pentacles, I think that what you have to appreciate is your capacity to recognize the valuable things that you have to contribute to people. How worthy and how valuable are certain aspects that you can give to your community, to your friends, to the people that you love and that you are feeling loved to. I don't know if I expressed that correctly. I think that I didn't, but you did understand me. Well, with the Six of Pentacles, I think it is important to appreciate in yourself your capacity to establish, balance in your relationships, balance in your resources, also by also giving value to the things that you are giving. So it is very important, because if we don't appreciate what we are giving, if we don't appreciate our creative projects or the words that we can offer to others, or our time, or resources are everything that we can offer to other people, then Well, when people are not actually giving appreciation to those things, it is like when we won't establish boundaries in those kind of situations, because we are the ones that are not giving value to that. So I think you have to appreciate how generous you are with your time, with your resources, with whatever thing you can give to contribute to other people, and how you deserve also, balancing in terms of these things in your life too. So I think this situation will also lead you to a place where you can feel this balance. Maybe you haven't felt this in a long time in your experience. You have been working in this, and finally, you can create a new sense of balance. With the Ace of Cups, I think that the other thing that you have to appreciate in yourself is your capacity to feel inspired, your capacity to connect with, these higher planes, and to bring wonderful ideas, your capacity of acting with compassion with other people. But also, as the card came out from the other side, it is also the capacity to see, through the apparent things. It is your capacity to see through the illusion of the night. Many times when we are talking about people, or when we are talking about situations that actually aren't resonating you. And also, this card is talking about the capacity of recognizing when you are avoiding to do something that it is very aligned with your path, and it is now time to descend that to this plane. And also the capacity of, saying no to opportunities, people, or situations that are actually, hiding energy that you are feeling it is not in resonance with you. So, well, I think these are the cards that you have to. Sorry, these are the energies that you have to appreciate. And I asked to the tarot which energies you have to rebalance, which is also a potential, but the energies that are creating a barrier at this point to appreciate these things and to move forward in this whole situation. So we have the Sun and we have the Ace of Pentacles, which is very connected to this situation, because, with the Sun, we are talking about that what is creating a barrier. It is that you are not feeling very optimistic about the situation. You are not feeling, maybe you are not trusting entirely in your life, or in your light, or you are not trusting that being yourself in a very authentic way, it is like the path. Many times you could have fears of expressing yourself as you are, of expressing yourself. This is creating discomfort, this I don't like it, or showing yourself in a very genuine way, because maybe you have experienced situations in the past of rejection because of that. But right now, I think the Sun is inviting you to fully embrace whatever thing you are, all the aspects that you are. And this is the barrier right now. It is maybe the rejection of aspects of yourself, or disconnection from an optimistical way of perceiving life. I am not talking about optimism as a way of denying reality, or staying in dangerous situations, or situations that are harming us, and using optimism as a denial. No. I am talking about being optimistical about yourself, about the expression of your light and your talents and your creativity. So, with the Ace of Pentacles, the other thing that is creating a barrier, it is that you are not approaching this new beginning in a way that this ended in this concrete action, and maybe you are not trusting how this is opening the path, opening the way in beautiful ways, or how can this develop in you, generating resources in a way that you are enjoying it too much. Maybe you are not feeling fully deserver of this. So, of course, as I said, these are the barriers, but also the potentials. This is an energy that you can turn. that could be on your side too. It only needs rebalance. Well, let's see the advices, general advices. Okay. Well, I'm going to pull some more cards. But first, I'm going to talk about this. We have the Knight of Cups, we have the Ten of Swords, and we have the Two of Swords, which is a situation that, in a certain way, it is causing you suffering. But I think this suffering is coming from a place where you are battling with yourself, where you are rejecting an aspect of yourself, and that is creating doubts. Because the advice with the Knight of Cups, it is about trusting your heart, trusting your intuition, because that the advancement, the way you can move forward is by trusting that, but also, as I said, doing concrete actions, descending in a concrete way to earth what your heart is feeling. Because the the Knight of Cups could be one of those nights that stays in a place of fantasies many times. So this is not a fantasy. This is something that you can materialize. This is the beginning. This is a potential, of course. But with the 10 and the 2 of swords, it is like, yeah, you need to surrender in a certain way. You need to surrender to the battle, because that is what is creating a lot of suffering, and that is what is going to end it. So let's see. Probably the Two of Swords, again, the indecisiveness, it is coming from this place where you are avoiding making the decision. I don't think it is not clear, because we have a lot of aces, which is telling us that you know from which place to start. So, okay. Yeah, there is a big attachment. You are in a lot of resistance to change. You are resistant to change right now. You are attaching to a place where could have been comfortable sometime, but right now it isn't anymore. It is creating, it is attracting maybe painful situations too that are, pushing you forward, pushing you outside of this place that you know, but it is not creating growth anymore. So once you step into your power, once you understand that these situations are not there to harm you, those situations are there to push you through this experience, so you can finally begin. So you can finally begin. So you can finally give this first step, and I think you will connect with gratitude. The gratitude of you being resilient and you having the strength, to move forward, even in a situation that is causing you fears and insecurities. Last card. Okay. We have again the Six of Pentacles. Yeah. Share who you are, share the things you have, share share with enjoyment that your inner child could have in this situation, that your inspired inner child could have. But it is about also putting a boundary to the fears of the inner child, to tell that inner child that it is protected in this process, because right now you are in charge. Thank you, everyone. See you in the next video. Ciao, ciao.